Hey, today I want to show you one of the easiest desserts that I like to make. It's low carb, keto friendly, and it only takes 3 ingredients, unless you want to count the 4th ingredient that I usually add, which is some fresh berries. My favorite is to add some strawberries and blueberries to this easy mascarpone mousse that takes only 3 ingredients to make. And if you add strawberries and blueberries, it's going to be a beautiful red, white, and blue dessert that you can serve on the 4th of July, Memorial Day, Flag Day, or anytime you want a nice red, white, and blue dessert. So, you guys ready to dig in? I'm ready to get started. I know you're going to love this one because it's so super simple. If you blink an eye, you may miss it. Okay, it's only a couple minutes. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first thing you want to do for this mascarpone mousse recipe is get yourself about 8 ounces of mascarpone cheese. It's a creamy cheese, similar to cream cheese, but it's a lot creamier. You can actually sub in some cream cheese and heavy cream. We're actually adding heavy cream to this recipe. So just up it a little bit and use 8 ounces of cream cheese and you should be fine. You'll just have a cream cheese mousse versus a mascarpone mousse. So the first thing we're going to do is grab 8 ounces of the cheese. Alright, so this is a 16-ounce tub of mascarpone cheese, so I'm going to use about half. It's really not that important to be that exact on this recipe because there's a lot of play in it and a lot of give. So if you want a little bit more or a little bit less, it's going to work out just fine. Alright, that looks like it's about enough. And then I'm going to add right around 1 cup of heavy cream or heavy whipping cream. They're actually right about the same. There's just a slight difference in fat content. Now to sweeten it up, you can use your own low carb sweetener that you like, but I prefer to use vanilla stevia drops just because there's absolutely no carbs in it and there's no sugar, alcohol, and the vanilla adds a nice little flavor. Now if you only have plain stevia or just plain sweetener, then you may want to go ahead and add maybe about a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract to your sweetener. And you can use a granular sweetener. I prefer to use a concentrate. You can mix stevia and monk fruit. Just use stevia, just use monk fruit. I like to use stevia in this one. So what I'm going to do is add about 3/4 of a teaspoon into the mousse. And that should just sweeten it up enough. Make it not too sweet. But feel free to adjust the sweetener to your own preferences. Then I'm just going to blend it in with a hand mixer. Alright, I don't know if you can see that, but I did kind of splatter and make a mess, so you may want to use a guard on this. But as you can see, it's pretty thick for a mousse. I probably should wipe up a little bit, but I'll get to that later. So we can use a spatula just so you can see how thick it is. Okay, so I like to add these in small little trifle dishes. And what I like to do is put in some strawberries and blueberries, and that just makes it look nice. So we'll go ahead and cut these up with a knife, and we'll just put them into the bottom of the dishes. And I like to just, as you can see that, probably shouldn't have covered up my cutting board. So just dice them up a little bit, just to give some color into your dishes, like that. Okay, and this will just take a few minutes, and you just slice them up. And sometimes I like to put them in little shot glasses, and I can throw up a picture of that. I've actually got it on the blog. So if you want to make, those mini desserts in shot glasses, that's another way you can serve this, or you can put them in just little bowls. For these, I'm using these little glass serving dishes. Berries do have carbs, so you're going to want to make sure you add that into the carb count. You can eat the mascarpone mousse plain, and that will definitely save you some carbs. Alrighty, I've got some strawberries in there. The next thing I like to do is to pipe them in. So, I'm done with the cutting board, and I'll get a nice, you can use a plastic bag or you can use a piping bag. I usually use a piping bag just because I used to do cake decorating back in the day. I don't do too much of it anymore because I really don't like frosting. It's just too sweet for me these days. Since I've gone low carb, I'd rather have the cake without the frosting, but for special occasions, sometimes I add the frosting, and it does tend to look a lot better. So just pipe this in, get that in the bag. Probably enough just to demo. Get it down there. So what you're going to want to do is just put a nice layer of the mousse like that. And I'll do one more. There you go. And then just top it off with some blueberries and you've got a great looking dessert. And like I said, it only takes a couple minutes to prepare. It looks great. And put some blueberries. Oops, that one got lost. And there you go. Super quick, super easy. A delicious mascarpone mousse that's ready in a couple minutes. It really takes no effort and it's gonna look fabulous for all those summer gatherings. You can make it ahead, put it in little glasses, enough to serve everybody, or just for a small intimate gathering, you can just make a few of these nice little tasty desserts. And it's really creamy and it's delicious. So let's give this a try. It's perfect. It's not too sweet and it's got a nice little vanilla hint of flavor. I think you're gonna like it, and it's something that you can whip up anytime. So keep your fridge stocked with some mascarpone cheese. I had to have a second bite because it's so good. That's it for now. Take care. I'll see you guys later. And if you'd like to see more recipes like this easy mascarpone mousse, go ahead and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys later. Bye bye.